Hey, I'm Ricky Montgomery here with producer extraordinaire Jon Heisserer, producer and co-writer of Montgomery Ricky. In the style of DVD commentary, Jon and I will be doing our own commentary on our record, Montgomery Ricky, in honor of its 10-year anniversary. I don't think anybody's ever done commentary in this way before. If I have, or if they have, I don't care.
We're the second.
We're the second, or we're the second, or maybe we're the third, or we're the fourth. Either way, I don't care, and I don't want to hear about it.
Probably the first five.
We're probably top five in terms of who did it first. And if not, wow, they didn't do a great job of advertising because I Googled this. I'm about to crush you in SEO, so sorry. Well, we are going to just go through each track and talk about anything that comes to mind. We've done almost no planning on purpose for this, and hopefully it's not a train wreck. If it is a train wreck, let us know in the comments, and then we'll consider re-uploading the video again later with a lot of edits. We could reshoot if you want. Whatever you guys want us to do, just go ahead and give us some detailed comments, and we will totally delete this and re-upload it and try again. And that's a promise.
I'm buzzing from coffee right now. So,
are you okay, Jon?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Make sure to
like and subscribe.
Is
that a thing people say on YouTube?
Don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube. Oh, and we have in studio my brother Zane Graham.
Hey.
Go ahead and say some stuff in the mic.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, so he's going to be our tech guy today. Jon and I are here. We're drinking as much coffee as we can. Cheers to a great 10 years of Montgomery Ricky. This next song is called This December. It's the first song on the record. And we're kind of playing it a little bit out of order in terms of when the songs were done, because Jon and I did an EP before the album.
Yeah.
And that came out in 2014. We'll address it later. Those songs, I'll mention them when they come up. So technically, this is a song that was made 2 years after some of the songs on the record, but it's the first on the record. And that's all there is to it.
I think this is the kind of, like when we started to find the sound, I feel like.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Song. I mean, I don't know. That was kind of my thought.
No, that makes sense. I agree with that. All right, let's hit it.
Only in my darkest moments can I see the light. I think I'm prone to getting blinded.
Wow. I remember we tracked the piano for this song at a studio, and that's all we did the whole day. We just did this one piano.
We did track this alive?
At Red Pill or something.
Really? This is a live piano?
Yeah.
Was that you playing?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
Yep.
I remember that now.
And then the drums here, I made this demo on, I think, GarageBand, and it was like a breakbeat kind of like that's why it's like so busy. And I think it's Joe Meyer playing drums on this one. And he's like trying to imitate like a drum machine with this particular beat.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude, you're remembering all this. What do you remember?
Well, do we not have any like VST drums in this? Oh, I mean, not VST drums, but VST like pianos. I thought for some reason I thought
we might have. Yeah, I think we have like some fake organs or something.
Oh,
on this
one. Yeah. All those like sounds were like the bass, whatever the basic sounds.
Yeah.
Like nothing special.
This one's hard to do live because the dynamics are so built into the arrangement. And especially like in this section here, I always hated
I remember
this piano.
recording that guitar.
I always thought this sounded like too like dinky, this piano.
This was definitely a VST. I don't think we had any real synths or anything like that.
Maybe not. I don't remember.
Yeah.
See, clearly we remember everything we did, and that's why we're doing this today. I'm remembering a lot as we do this. Let's see. What else can we talk about?
Yeah, I haven't. I feel like I listen. I feel like I listen to it like once every year and a half, and every time I listen to it, I'm like, I kind of remember something like that. I mean, I feel like that. Like I remember how long we sat there and tried that, like that guitar that like really
the one
fast.
that's coming up in a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Like the guitars, I feel like that was. We would sit there for 12 hours and track the same guitar part until it was like absolutely flawless.
I was excited with this one. It was the first and only song I ended on a pre-chorus. You'll see in a second. But I remember I was inspired by the song Mansard Roof by Vampire Weekend for the structure on this one. But right in a second here, it's gonna end on the pre-chorus, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I guess I didn't really think about the fact that that's the pre-chorus, but it is. Actually, I just talked over it. Anyway.
There was a lot of like that like call and response guitar thing.
I always loved, I remember I was very proud of the ending of that one with that like delay thing that you put on that guitar there. There's like a sort of a delay effect on it that I've always
I don't remember if I did that or Justin, the mixer, did that. You know, I feel like I did like random stuff mixing, and then he recreated some of it and did his own thing.
Shout out to Justin Peacock, the mixer of this album.
I feel like Justin's like an unsung hero of the album, just because if I would have mixed it, it would have been all over the place, you know. Like the album,
maybe at the time
it would have. Yeah, I mean, at the time, it would have just sounded not cohesive, but he really made it sound cohesive.
Anyways, next song. Track 2 is the hit song Line Without a Hook. Do you want to tee this up with anything?
Well, we remember the original lyric was...
Oh, that's a good way. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't give a fuck about the way you which is, it's arguably a better lyric.
Well...
But...
Yeah, go ahead.
Our whole thing was like...
Well, I originally, when I gave the song to John to produce... The opening of this song, the opening in this version is, I don't really give a damn about the way you touch me when we're alone. And the original lyric, which he's alluding to, was, I don't really give a fuck about the way you touch me when we're alone.
Yeah.
And that was an early note that he had. Like, what if it was something softer?
Well, I just feel like people... You know, because I used to cuss in my songs, and people would always be like, "Oh, you know, like that'll never go anywhere because you're cursing in the songs." And
it was good advice because at the time, you know, we were working on a shoestring budget in the middle of Sappington, Missouri.
My parents' basement.
And well, I think were we still at the basement? With this song?
We did. Well, maybe we started because I had started to move into my house at that point.
We made a lot of the songs in John's mom's or parents, not just
basement,
her mom, parents' basement. And anyway, so the point of bringing that up is to say we had no reason to believe that this song is not a platinum song. We had no reason to believe that would happen. And, you know, even at the time when John was like, change the word from fuck to damn, I don't even know I think damn was a compromise. I think it was supposed to be
we thought about a lot of
something that wasn't a cuss word, but just didn't have the same impact without just something. And so damn was kind of the compromise. And incidentally, the song became huge. And so it stands to reason that maybe it would have not been as successful if I had been stubborn about it. And I do sing fuck live. Only because it's physically easier.
I mean, it is a better lyric. I don't really give a
damn. It's like a more complicated shape.
Yeah.
But give a fuck. Yeah. The consonant sound of that is so much easier to hit for me fast because it's a very fast, delivery. Anyway, a little bit of information for the top of the song. Why don't we play the song?
I don't really give a damn about the way you touch me when we're alone.
Now these strings.
Yeah.
I had just got that complete contact.
Yeah.
And Yeah,
which
and
is
I think
a
a
string
lot of
pack
these.
in a computer. Just so you guys know, fake
Yeah.
strings on the computer.
It was like just like a very basic, but I didn't have any money, and I feel like I like took out like a loan to buy this contact, and it was like $700. It was like a big.
I know.
And I was like, we have to use this.
Yeah,
these
and honestly, it
sounds.
really paid off well. I remember I sat there at your house and you were playing Xbox or something, and I was sitting in your studio writing these strings with your new contact thing, and then we ended up wanting real ones later to layer with this. And then who was the person
Abby.
you brought in?
Abby Styling.
Abby
Yeah.
Styling. Shout out to Abby Styling, violinist on this song. One day, just came in, knocked it all out.
Was that at my house or was that at my parents' house?
I think that
Oh, no,
was at
we-
your house.
We did that at the studio, I think. I think we did that probably at Jacob's studio.
My memory is that we brought her to the house and she
Oh.
just did it in your house.
Oh,
In
interesting.
the studio you have right now.
Oh, you know what? I think that might be right.
Hold on for the strings. Fun.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like that.
What about this?
I don't
song?
even know what's her though, and what is like the VST strings.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
What else is happening in this song? I didn't like this song when it came out. I was like, oh, this is such a wimpy, saccharine, overly sweet song. And I think I just put it at the top of the album because I was like, this just seems like where it should go.
I mean, I don't think we definitely did not say, oh, this is a hit.
Not at all.
We were like, this is
would've
an
thought-
album song, you know?
Yeah, a deep cut. We both thought this would be a deep cut.
Yeah.
And
I remember it was actually kind of hard to get through this production because it was a lot. I feel like maybe it was a lot of the same thing, and we were trying to like differentiate the sounds.
I love the strings in this section too. This was the section that like really brought it to
The
life.
part
I
where it's
think.
like da 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 da, it's coming up. That was like a thing where we just pressed a button and those strings just kind of played themselves.
Maybe I'll put out the strings on their own right here. All right.
right here.
Yeah, just like a little preset.
That's
Just how it sounds when you hit the hold the button.
we were
yeah.
just one button and it was like, oh, that's. I remember we did it and it was like, oh, that worked.
No, that was like when I knew the song was done, I think.
Yeah,
or close
that
to
was
done.
one of the last things.
And this is the part of it that went viral. Never listen to anyone. That's what I want you to take from this. Don't listen to anybody. The third verse of this song went viral. People think this is the damn chorus. This part.
You know what's funny? I think I had originally comped a different voice or a different like take
Yeah.
where your voice breaks in that little
Yeah.
part, and you changed it.
I wanted the vocal break was cool.
And in my eyes there is a tiny dancer.
And
Yeah.
and that actually is the part that went viral. So yeah.
So listen to me, except that yeah. Listen to nobody except me. So take that from
That's
this.
the lesson.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember kind of reworking some of these outro vocals, kind of going high, because I feel like we had a hard time kind of getting it, because it just felt like it kind of slogged.
Yeah.
Or, like, maybe that's the wrong word, but
No, it was a slog. We were bored of the song.
yeah.
Yeah, we were very bored of this one by the time it came out.
I mean, we did put a lot of time
Yeah.
into this, like the specifics.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
a
lot
big
of
production.
movement and stuff.
Yeah, because it was like half classical, half rock, that song.
Yeah.
And it was always kind of, I felt like we were fighting between the two of us, just like the song, we were fighting the song insofar as like trying to figure out how rocky it should be.
Yeah.
And then after that, I feel like I felt like it was never classical enough. Clearly, whatever we did was right.
And that was Pizzoni on drums.
That was
John Pizzoni.
John Pizzoni from the band The Urge on drums in that song. Shout out to John Pizzoni. El Monstero. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we recorded that. I think like a lot of drummers, you go in there and like you would like, okay, give me another take, and they're like, oh, okay, I'll do it. You know, and they do it. But Jon, well, and then they do it, and you're like, all right, I don't want to ask for another take, you know. But I think we ran him like not like at least 9 times per song. You know what I mean? And he was like, you want another one? Like, I think. Yeah. Like he was like totally fine.
He's a great sport.
He's awesome. I mean, he's a super talented guy like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that he's on all the songs that are like a hit. Just his touch.
I mean, I obviously Joe Meyer is awesome.
Well, he's on December. So
yeah.
Shout out to Joe Meyer, the other drummer. There's 2 drummers on the record. 2. Count them, 1, 2. Half of the songs are Joe Meyer, and the other half are John Pizzoni. Okay, now we know. Cat's out of the bag. Let's move on.
What's the third song?
Track 3 is going to be a song called Cabo. And Cabo, this song changed so much. And I'm going to be honest, this song, at the end of it, I was so burnt out on it. I just literally, there's a part of the song I want to point it out where I'm like trolling myself because I thought, fuck this song. I'm done with it. It's on the record. Fine. But I was just, it was like kind of like a song that I felt like by the end of it, I was just sick of working on it, but I still thought it should be on the album. And so there's like the solo, which I just thought this does not fit at all. Fuck it, just put it on. And it's going to be, that's the diddle 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 diddle. There's a part in the middle. I'll show you.
Is that the synth solo or is there, okay.
The synth solo.
I remember that.
All right, so track 3, Cabo.
Oh, I remember working this thing out. This really weird sound.
It took that little bit took us such a long time. It did.
It took like almost half a day. Yeah. I feel like. But this original, you had originally written a whole different verse.
Yeah, there was. I want to put out that remix at some point. We should do that later. But yeah,
but this chorus was the same.
The chorus was the same, but the chords were different. Not like they were structured. The voicings were way different.
I forgot some of those little
chorus. Ding, 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 ding. We were on. This is fun. This is a fun song. I think I was concerned that this would be too hard to do live because there's so many things that like aren't live. Like the guitar is just you hitting like single chords like.
Oh yeah, we kind of like
did.
Yeah.
Did it. Like, it's just you recording single chords and then moving them around is my memory.
Yeah, I think
Here. This is me raging at myself. Get the song done.
We were so sick of it at that point.
But all that little... The effects are all me, right? I wrote all this stuff in this bit.
Yeah.
I did all that in post when you were playing Call of Duty. I moved the automations around.
Yeah.
And I just tried to make it sound as fucked up as possible.
Yeah. No, it was cool. I like that part. Now, was this one of the songs that we recorded Sixth Sense, was it Sharp or something? I had a bad tuner.
Oh my God. That's the EP.
That was the EP. Okay, we'll go back to that. Now, I really love this part. And I feel like this, like the idea that we were going to cut out the end. Now, I feel like Justin was the one that actually ended up implementing the exact. You remember how we cut out the music? It goes to the.
Oh, did he?
The stomps. Yeah, and then he, Justin had. We had the idea. We were like, this is what we want to do. But without it had to be done during mix, you know.
Yeah. I want to say, if anybody ever thinks they're going to record stomps and claps, just find a sample. It's so hard. It sounds so like.
Oh yeah.
You think you're going to sound.
I feel
thunderous.
like those are samples.
They definitely are samples because we tried. We had like so many shoes. I remember we had like, I think at one point we tried to get like a floor and like it would mic the ground, and we had like between a few of us, we had like 2 shoes per hand, and we're just trying like
I think we did. Well, we doing that. We did that at the studio, at Jacob's studio. Did we do that?
I think at Jacob's studio. That's the Red Pill or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we just did piano and then we left.
And he named that before Red Pill became like a political
Yeah, it was
thing.
not about being.
For the record.
It was 2014. It was well before the MAGA movement. Red Pill.
I told him about that. I was like, how do you feel about that now that that's like a thing? He's like, what? That's a thing?
Musicians never know anything.
Oh no.
They're never dialed into anything in the news. They know nothing about the world. It's amazing. It's like a rule. Almost none of them have any awareness of like politics. It's kind of beautiful. Okay, well, Cabo, that's Cabo. Honestly, least favorite song on the record for me. Just going to be straight up.
What's funny though, I remember this was like the last song we did. And at the time we were like, all right, this is like the new direction. You know, this is like, this is like kind of a little bit more hip hop inspired.
Right. It was a beat.
Yeah. And then I feel like it didn't really.
Well, I think that the song, like the structure is a little samey. It's a 2-chord song pretty much. It's like really like a 3-chord song. But I think it just doesn't evolve enough maybe. I've had people yell at me in my comments after like my last album, my second album. I put out some songs and I remember getting a few comments. They were like, where are the fucking bridges? We want more bridges. And I was like, what? Who cares? Who's asking for bridges? I was dumbfounded. I thought it went against what I thought.
Does this one have a bridge? I don't remember.
No, it does not.
Oh,
I think that's why that came to mind.
But other songs, I guess there are bridges in the other songs.
Pretty much all of them.
Oh, interesting. There's like pre-choruses, there's bridges, there's intros.
Just December doesn't have a bridge, and then is that it? That might be it. Yeah.
Interesting.
And maybe not a coincidence that it's the worst performing song on the album.
Oh, Don't Know How is?
Yeah, and it was a single.
That was like your first single.
What a fucking whiff that was.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes like what the artist likes and what the fans like are sometimes the opposite, you know.
Totally. And also, I mean, I think that I knew that Loverman was going to be a bigger song, but I remember I hired a music video director who I won't name just to save from being embarrassed by the next thing I'm going to say. And I showed him a few songs and I was like, I want this song, Mr. Loverman, to be like the first video. And he went through the songs. He's like, I don't know, this one, Don't Know How, is like kind of rocking. It's more rocking. We should do this one instead of that other song. And well,
I like
not the best call.
I like the video.
It's a fun video.
I mean,
Hunter's in the video.
I think it's very funny.
I'm in that video. Yeah.
Remember that video shoot?
I do. Yeah, it's at the house and then at the tennis courts.
Yeah, that's right. Rafe Williams is in it,
and Libby Higgins.
Okay, let's play it. I do like this one. I like the kind of nocturnal energy that it has.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like if you this was part of like the progression of the song because after this song we did Out Like a Light.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And you can kind of hear Out Like a Light. I think definitely has more of this kind of like.
I'll say this. I agree. I'll say this. That little bit, I'm very proud of that part. I remember that took me hours. That was a Call of Duty thing where you were gone and I went through literally every single patch that you had. And I found that one and I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. So I love that. I think what I hate about this song is the chorus. And I think that's on me. I think the lyrics are too vague. I'm just sitting here trashing
I remember
myself.
that. I remember that low voice thing we did.
Life to go, 'cause you can't tell if you're not.
I think we were there was something like a Miley Cyrus
Oh, right.
song
at the
that we were
time.
like, oh, let's do that. I really like.
Was that when she was going hip hop?
She did. There was some song that like
Oh, wow, yeah.
da da da, where that low voice, but
forgot
I
about
like
that.
it in this song.
I like that part too, yeah. This is a cool section.
Yeah,
I've
that
always
solo.
liked this
I like
riff.
that solo. I totally forgot.
I think it was trying too hard to be a hit. I think that's ultimately what was happening with this one for me. I would love to redo this one as like a Western, like an outlaw country kind of song. I think that kind of.
Oh yeah, I feel like you
the
could,
vibe could be cool for that.
reimagine this one. It's funny. I actually haven't heard this one in a long time.
What's being conjured for you? What are you thinking about with it?
I mean, I just remember some of these like these vocal things like I was kind of the first time as a producer I really
Did like vocal production,
or
stuff?
just
That's true.
like the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna detune these vocals,
Right. Yeah, it was an experiment for both of us for sure, and I think it led to a lot of skills for both of us.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
mean,
a big learning experience. Yeah.
I feel like I was pretty new when I started. I mean, I think you were like the second person I ever
You had
produced,
done
or
other
maybe I did
bands and
some
stuff,
other people,
but
yeah.
not this
It was pretty
type
early.
of song. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the video for this one, I remember there's like a skit in the middle of it, and I'm very proud of it. It was the first music video I ever properly made.
I think that was hilarious. I was
Thank
a
you.
fan of that.
I still love that video, and the whole premise of it. I couldn't have anybody else edit it because they didn't get what I was going for. I had been just getting into Curb Your Enthusiasm for the first time. End of song. There we go. That nice delay trail there. I just
that
got
was CLA vocals.
CLA
sorry,
vocals?
CLA guitars. That was like a plugin. It was just a
there we go. Shout out to CLA Guitars.
dumb plugin.
Um,
I don't use it anymore,
well,
but yeah,
maybe you should.
it's kind of antiquated. I think at this point in the
Anything else you
production
wanna-
world.
Anything else you want to trash before we?
No, I'm fine with trashing Waves plugins.
The
Is
video.
that bad?
Hunter was in the video. Check it out. Don't know how on YouTube. I just started watching Curb Your Enthusiasm for the first time. It was like 2014 at the time. I remember that I wanted the music video to feel like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I wanna be the one that makes you stay.
Richard, you're not even ready yet. Now, come on.
God.
You're supposed to leave. This room is a disaster. Here's your clean laundry. You know, we need to leave in a few minutes, and you haven't even gotten dressed yet.
I'm shooting a music video, Mom. I told you
Well-
today I was doing it. This is the only day I have time to shoot this thing, and I told you that yesterday.
Richard,
and you said you
that's it. And what's the horse for?
tennis game.
Richard. Yes.
Why do I always have to go to those stupid ass tennis
You know
games?
what? Because we support family, and you listen. You're the big brother. Rich, get your shoes on, Creighton. We have to leave. Red Bull, really? Seriously, Richard. And you know how I feel about Red Bull.
And the whole point of the video was to have the skit in the middle be way too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think it's longer than the song.
Oh, really?
And I'm just so proud that I stuck to my guns on that. I had so many people like send me like notes, and like I had a friend of mine who I won't name like redo it and like edit it. He like worked at some comedy company that I won't name to not reveal.
Really?
who it
They
is.
wanted it to be shorter?
They were like
that skit?
they gave me like a YouTuberified cut. It was like just the jokes, just like super quick, and I was like, you just don't get it. That's completely counter to what I'm trying to do. It's supposed to be
the
grueling.
awkwardness is why it works.
It's the entire point.
Your mom did a great job.
My mom's in it.
Your mom.
My brother's in it, as I said. And then one little bit of lore for anybody that wants to check that video out. Hunter wasn't actually supposed to be in the video, but Hunter in real life, if you watch the video, you'll notice that Hunter not only just inexplicably has his shirt off, but also has a fishing box in his hand. And that's because he had just gotten back from fishing at our local pond. in real life, and God bless him, this speaks to this man's talent. He intuitively understood that he had to improvise immediately. He just nobody had to be like, all right, cut. No, he got home and he jumped right into the scene. Didn't miss a beat.
Weren't you supposed to be going to his soccer game, and that's why you were in trouble?
Or his tennis game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and then we later shot that on a different day.
That's funny.
That's exactly what happened. It really caught me by surprise, but then I saw the camera. And
talk about that. What was that like for you?
I walked in the door and you guys were filming the music video, and
we'll have this over in the edit. We'll have like the stills
the
or something,
overlay,
or maybe the video. But
yeah.
So
you can see the look. The look is very genuine on my face. Yeah. I'm like, I have no clue what's going on, and then I'm slowly like putting it together. That like this is not, because I think at one point Creighton was yelling.
That's
and,
my
he
former stepdad.
He was funny too. He was like, "What?"
Yeah,
he did it like
I'm ready.
Just my ready.
Those were yours,
Damn
it!
He's so good in it.
He was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured it out and played into it, and
yeah, dude, and you did a great job. And that was the cut we kept because I think we tried it a few times, but it just never was as funny as that initial one. This next track is the first song that we ever made together last night. And I remember I originally reached out to Jon to work with him as a producer in 2012. Yuck.
Wow.
It's real. That's true.
Wow.
That's real history. And I remember you came to my mom's house and we played a few songs. And then, we kind of just kept in touch for a little while after that. And then I showed you, I think I just kept sending you stuff.
Yeah.
And then it was last night, this next song, I think I sent you like an acoustic version of it or something.
Yeah.
That was, I think, the first thing that you were directly like, oh, that could be a good one.
Yeah. I kind of remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, we should make a radio version of this, like.
That's what you would say in those days. But yeah, radio version we said, and then anything else you remember?
Did not play this in the basement the first time I met you?
I don't think I had written it yet.
Oh, okay. You were playing I remember. Okay.
I was playing other stuff. I think we did play a song called All I Know. That was Ethan's song. Ethan Williams. Shout out to Ethan Williams.
Yeah. That was the first time I met you. I went to your mom's basement. A lot of our parents' house is part of part of this album at the time. Right. Now I was older, living at my parents. It was a little.
You weren't that old. You were like what?
I think it was
20 or something.
Yeah, 28. So yeah, working at Walmart, I was doing pretty good. You know.
Yeah. But this was the first song we did together. This was the first song I ever released under my own name last night.
And this is where we started this production, and I had that stupid tuner, and somewhere we didn't know how to set the tuner, and we actually tuned it like 6 cents sharp.
Yes.
All of our guitars and bass.
We tuned the song wrong. And a lesser man would say, oh, what if we just keep it like that? A lot of songs are tuned a little bit sharp or a little bit flat.
The problem is that when we started to put piano elements,
that's why it's hard, because you got to do everything.
And that's when we actually noticed, we were like, why does this sound out of tune?
Yeah, and then we had to redo.
It was like a lot.
Every song on the EP.
Yeah, like
because they were tuned sharp.
Yeah. And I remember we were like 3 months in or something. I mean, it was like a ridiculous amount of time, and we were just like, oh.
Yep.
But you know what? I will say that like
they were better.
Re-recording it did sound better. Like we had better performances. We kind of knew that. Like that was one of the first times I ever actually recorded guitar. So I didn't really know what I was doing.
We were learning on the go.
Yeah.
And I will put from my own Instagram some like early videos of us tracking this. I think I have a video of you tracking this next song. This was a song I'll never forget. Jon had the most polite accidental insult for me. And one of the most polite insults of my whole career. I played the song for him, and he said, wow, I love when you change the tempo in the chorus. And it might not be obvious
Did
why
I
that's
say
an
that?
insult to people. Yes, I think you were genuine. I don't think you were meaning it as an insult. What that means is you can't hold a beat. You're changing your speed.
I wasn't being sarcastic about that.
I don't think you were being sarcastic. Maybe you were, and I
feel
didn't
like that
detect it.
Well, I feel like that's very common with with like kind of people who are kind of new to recording. Like,
yeah, I was 19.
They're like, oh, the chorus is noticeably faster, and
I was 18.
just,
actually.
you just get used to playing it that way, and then it's kind of awkward when it gets to recording. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah, that's all that I wanted to say. Yeah, we had this song was originally like acoustic and shit, and we changed it completely. I always felt like this song last night felt like it was a complete outlier on the record because it was like so much heavier than the rest of the songs on the album.
Yeah.
Anyway, without further ado, Last Night, 11-year-old song.
Now this intro used to be really long.
It was way longer.
That was one of the things. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were correct to cut it down.
It was just kind of a different. I feel like it was a slightly different song when it started. You know.
Yeah. You can still hear like the metal influence in this one. Like
CLA guitars were on that lead solo.
CLA guitars, shout out.
Yeah. I mean, it was like I feel like very like pop punk influenced or like Weezer.
Very
I feel
Weezer,
like
yeah.
we,
Fall Out
or
Troy
at
was
least
a big
me,
one.
like I wasn't able to really separate influences from like what I was doing at the time, you know.
This synth line was one of my favorite things I had ever done at the time. I was very proud of this synth line. I remember I was I didn't like my voice. I didn't like a lot of my contributions to. I mean, I liked the song, but like, I remember that like a friend of mine like heard the song and like was like, "Oh, that's a cool synth line," and I was like, "Wow, I can maybe do this job for real," because of that synth line in the chorus.
Yeah. I remember doing that solo. Now, I was having some like delay compensation issues with this. I just remembered that. That was like, it drove me nuts.
What do you mean?
I think it would like, well, I probably just wasn't playing it tightly because I think I played that little solo.
I should mention, John plays most of the guitars on this album. I would often write things or he would write them, but almost always John just had better fucking timing than me and technique. And this was an early, this song in particular was an early exercise in like me not having an ego or as much of an ego about playing the parts. That was a new thing for me.
I feel like you did. I mean,
well, I wanted it to work, and I think I understood intuitively, like, okay, this guy's better than me. Why wouldn't the best player of the instruments in the room play the part if they are willing to?
I had it happen to me a few years earlier when I recorded my album. The producer, I mean, he was less nice
Hagler,
about it.
Was that?
Yeah, I mean,
shout out to Hagler.
I will say he was a great, like I learned a lot from him. I think he was a great producer.
Yeah.
But I was pissed when he told me,
here we go. This is one of your friends on the solo. We had we had a guy that was
Greg
better
Clark.
than both of us come play the solo.
Yes.
Because I had written basically the main melody for this solo, and then we wanted someone to come in and like punch it up. And so Greg Clark, shout out to Greg Clark.
Yeah, he's great. Greg's a phenomenal guitar player.
Although this part, I remember I had to teach him how to play it. I was like, can't get them all, can you, Greg? Gotta ask me.
Yeah, he's even better now.
Wow.
I guess we all are at this point.
Yeah, I hope so.
I remember that little.
What are you talking about?
Just that little melody in there. That's a really
Which
cool
one?
melody. I guess it's like a Moog.
You're talking about the
That
synth?
little Moog lead, yeah.
I fucking hate playing this song live. It kills me every time because I wrote it when I wasn't very good at singing, but I always had a naturally kind of tenor voice, and so whenever we do this one, I dread it every time. I've even run this, like I've drilled this song in like my lessons recently, just because it's such a pain. How long I gotta hold this note? What was I doing to myself?
I remember this little like writing those little melodies underneath.
Yeah, that's all John here. That's a fun
that was
one.
a fun one. That one really, we were like, okay, we have something here. I
Yeah.
think once that one was like produced, it was kind of obvious.
Mm-hmm.
To me at least.
Totally.
Not to everybody in my life.
Nobody
I feel
believed in
like.
us at all.
Nobody.
Shall we mosey on to the next song? Number 6, which is also track 2 of the critically acclaimed 2014 extended play EP, Caught on the Moon, which features the songs Last Night,
This one,
California, and Get Used to It in that order. Number 2, which is number 6 on this record, California. This is a song, me making fun of sort of like the archetypal, like, I'm gonna go to Hollywood and sing my songs and become a famous guy. The lyrics are largely about me feeling stupid because my parents did that, each of them in different ways. My mom was an actor and my dad worked in film. He was a gaffer, they called him. So he did lights and stuff. And then my mom moved back to Missouri and my dad, he died. And so I was sort of both becoming what they call a transplant, someone who moved from another town to LA. And I was at the same time a native. But so I think this song, California, was sort of like a sarcastic way for me to kind of just come to terms with like how dumb I felt doing that, moving back to California and pursuing a career in entertainment, just like my parents. There's a line like, California, this evening I'll be coming home for the family dream or something. And that's like a little snarky way for me to talk about that. So that's what the song roughly is about.
Were you planning to go to California when you did this, or when you wrote this?
Ever since I left California, I was like, "Why the fuck am I?" No offense, but yeah, I didn't want to be in St. Louis.
Oh, no, none taken. I mean,
I like. St. Louis.
I like this city. I do like this city. It's good. It has but like nothing.
But I didn't
really
move to
happening.
like Tower Grove. I moved to Baldwin when I first moved out here. So from LA, I was living in Atwater. So you can see the problem.
What about South? Should we put South County?
Put South County up there.
That's where the album was recorded.
Gravois,
Yeah,
Sappington, Missouri.
Sappington.
I should put up the Ronnies.
Oh yeah, Ronnie's. That's classic.
There we go. And put up Grant's Farm real quick.
Oh, I like Grant's Farm.
One more thing. Put up the Lawmeyer Sculpture Park real quick.
Did we go there?
We've been there before together. Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
we take a
spot.
lot of
Deep cut.
A lot of breaks.
Let's play California. This one, I think I'm actually playing guitar on this one, and I was very proud of myself because
nice.
it was like a little, like almost reggae style thing. This was also the reggae thing was very much in the DNA in St. Louis. What was the St. Louis sound? Was that a thing people said at some point? You said that to me before.
Well, I mean,
Not
that would be
reggae,
kind of the
but-
urge, which would
Right.
call back to like John Pisoni.
Yes. So this production on this one was very St. Louis inspired, like kind of a lot of the bands that I came up with. I started playing shows. I booked my first show with Guerrilla Productions at Fubar. Rest in peace.
I kind of remember that. That's
Interesting. The Guerrilla Productions? It was like some spammy MySpace thing. It was like MySpace.
Yeah.
They would message your band on MySpace and be like, Battle of the Bands at Fubar. You
Yeah.
might get $100
Yeah, and then they
if
don't
you
pay
sell
you.
3,000 tickets.
Yeah.
This was like sort of in a lot of ways, despite the name being California, was like a love letter sonically to kind of the sound that I came to know and love in Missouri. And the Building Rome sound was very much a piece of that. So there you go.
Well, thank you.
I remember really loving your approach on the guitars here. I think it was like your comfort zone, this one. Like in particular, you did the dun, dun, dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun, dun. That was all you.
These bass lines, it's interesting. I feel like this is the first album I really played bass on.
You crushed the bass.
They're like,
they're so busy, but like
they're
they
really
all work.
busy, but yeah, they're somehow
They get
working.
compliments whenever I bring them to
nice.
like rehearsals with like new bandmates and stuff. They're always like, "This is a fun one."
Oh, nice.
In particular, this song, yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we were really guitar
Yeah.
kind of focused, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally did not even know how to play keyboards at this point.
I because I had taken
You did,
piano lessons
yeah.
when I was 16, and I kept with it a little bit, but I wasn't very good.
I feel like most of the keyboard stuff you're playing
I think
on
probably all
on
of
the
it,
album.
yeah.
Yeah, most of if not all. Yeah.
There we go. I remember showing this song. I wrote it when I was like 19, and I remember playing it with like this guy that I was jamming with at the time, some random dude, and we were just like playing it outside his house, and I played the whole song, and he was like, I don't know, I don't like that one very much. He was like a metalhead guy, and then his little sister, who was like 11 or 12, came out of nowhere. I'd never spoken to her before or met her, and she was like, "What was that one? That was a good one." And I remember like looking at him like, I think I might make it.
Yeah.
And that was like an early moment for me with this song. Of
That's-
like, oh, this is a good one. I should. It's transcended age, and
Yeah.
like it's just catchy to people.
I feel like that's like a classic thing in St. Louis. They're like, oh, I don't like that. It's not butt rock enough for me, you know.
Yeah,
and
we
then
both
you
have
go,
a lot of opinions about the music scene out here.
Yeah.
That are all positive. We love it.
yeah, you know. No, I mean, you know, I feel like it's less of a thing now, but like at the time, it was that was what was cool here, and I don't even think I didn't personally even realize that like that's kind of more a St. Louis thing, I think.
Is it? Maybe it is. Yeah, it's a little insular.
I was gonna say something else. Oh, you know what? The drums on this song. Was this Joe Meyer?
It
I
must
think it
have
was.
been,
So I remember this song when you first brought it to me did not have drums they weren't working. Whatever it was.
I don't think I had drums on it, but yeah. I don't remember what
Something
I did. I must have
wasn't
put it
working.
like a drum
I don't think
machine
you
on it.
did it. No, I don't think you did. I think you had somebody do
Somebody
it, like, and
else.
somebody else was trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And like finally Joe Meyer figured it. I think that this was like
Right.
when we had that conversation about like
Well, that was before. That was last night.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're referencing.
maybe we won't say that, but
He made me fire my drummer.
no, I didn't.
He
I
asked
just
me to. He said it might be a good idea to have. That's like a total archetypal story that people do.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Let's say his name.
Well, just Blake. He's at the time
we love him, and he's a good friend.
I think
and
it
we
was
love
just
him a lot.
at the time. I was like, you know, it was like, do we record the band?
It was the right call. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
No.
maybe that
There's
wasn't-
the story that John is talking about. I had a drummer that I was doing some of these songs with, and well, you know what? It just was not. It was not quite working, and it was a difficult thing because when you make songs with people, and you bring your songs to your band and stuff, you imagine you and your boys or your friends playing, the songs together, but it was a song of mine, and it was simply not working with the drums. And John even gave me the total leeway to say, we could have your friends track on it, but it'll take way less time, and it'll be a better outcome if we hire like a professional drummer. And I think I had enough. I think I wanted it to work enough to try it. And then once we had Joe Meyer, shout out to Joe Meyer on the songs, I think I immediately was like, okay, yeah, no, he was right.
I mean, I think it's one of those things. It's like kind of like, I mean, it happened to me too. Like I said, like with the album where it was like the producer was like, you're not cutting it. And I couldn't even hear I was hitting ghost notes or whatever. You know, I'd be playing a lead and there would be all these ghost notes. And,
Let me give John had a formative experience with his band Building Room with the producer. Should you want to talk about it at all?
Stephen Hagler. He was the producer. I mean, I like searched far and wide and like.
He's produced for like Brand New and like a bunch of big bands from, you know, I don't really think.
I think he did like Fuel, some old like 90s bands and stuff. But
and it was a lesson for you, and then became one for me in like what to be humble about enough to like make decisions that might seem kind of classless or like weird, like not using your own, like not playing on your own song, for example, with guitar, something that might feel fake, you know, but is ultimately. Like the way you phrased it to me was like the reason you have somebody else play guitar in your song when you're like a younger person is because the song that you're making should be better than you are. So by the time you release the song, if you're improving at a good rate, you want to be about as good as the song is when you release it rather than better than it.
Yeah.
So
I remember saying that.
Something like that.
That
I
wasn't
kind of flubbed that a little explanation, but yeah.
I did say that, but I was actually just parroting something that somebody else told me, which I mean, I feel like that is decent insight, you know?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just feel like, and Stephen Hagler also was like, he was big on it being very tight, you know, and I brought that to that's why we would sit there and just redo the same guitar part or the same whatever it is, like for 4 hours. I remember we would spend 4 hours on one little
sometimes
guitar
it takes
part.
that long.
But
let's move along. Track 7 is that what is that?
My Heart is Buried in Venice.
That's what I thought. My Heart is Buried in Venice. This song is probably one of my favorites on the album. It might be my favorite on this album.
I agree. I think this is one of the better.
Yeah, it's aged well with me.
I think lyrically, I think this is when I kind of started to understand the story of the album. You know, like. I think when I mean you weren't coming in telling me all the details of like what the album was about, but I kind of started to kind of put some stuff together.
What do you think you put together?
Well, just about, I mean, just about your dad and how. I mean, I'm assuming this song's about your dad.
I don't think it is.
Oh, really?
It's interesting.
Oh.
I wonder what that read was. See, this is the thing about art, you guys. I like to leave songs open-ended so that people can kind of project their own interpretation onto it, because whatever they attach to it, and I learned this when I was like in high school with songs, like that people, like my friends would be like, oh my God, this song is about being a drug dealer, which it's always, usually the interpretations aren't quite accurate, but either they're correct in a way that maybe you weren't thinking about. So maybe the thing that you said is like true in a subtextual way that wasn't maybe intentional on my part, but kind of bled through the songs.
Yeah.
Or it's like just better than what you meant, and then you just, if you're smart, you go, oh yeah, that's right, and then you let somebody else's like better interpretation of your song become the message.
Yeah.
This song is like a big, like kind of ink blot one, I think, for people.
Why did I think that you were talking about like, well, I mean, I don't want to get too personal, but like, yeah, I thought this one was about your dad. Maybe I'm wrong though. Yeah,
I'm interested.
I guess I am wrong.
I'm curious why. But
maybe I'll have to listen to it. Maybe I'm thinking of another song.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. But what else about this one? No, really not a chorus in this song.
I'd have to listen to it again.
Well, we are about to. There's not in the traditional sense a chorus. There's like a line that kind of functions as the chorus, which is the name of the song. This was the first time and only time I ever like had a name of a song and then wrote the song to the name. So I had a line and then I expanded the song.
That's like a
from
big
line.
Nashville thing.
Is it?
These days, yeah. I think. Yeah.
Country.
That's what I hear.
All right, let her rip. I
This
love
is a
this
Pisoni.
intro.
Sorry. I talked over you.
It's Pizzoni, that's right. Definitely.
I do love this intro, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That like really nice sounding acoustic. I like that.
Rest your bones next to me.
I think the production on this one's kind of aged the best for me.
To the sea.
I mean, this was one of the later songs, like
For sure.
But this one, I will say, this was one of the more difficult ones. Some of the down tempo ones were
Yeah.
just to get them to work. You know, you're just experimenting and stuff. But
The pads in this one really helped it. Like the stuff that's happening in the background in this one was like one of the last added elements. And it really kind of brought it out, in my opinion. Also, it's like Mixolydian, which I didn't realize for years. I think I didn't even realize it till we were done with it. Because we were like, why does this E major work in this song? But we knew in our gut that it did work, but we couldn't articulate why at the time.
I remember that being a difficult part.
What the
Just
drum
like
intro?
figuring out
We haven't done this yet. Let's run it back. Run it back real quick. I keep
that
forgetting
fill.
I can do this.
That fill.
Let's do play the fill again. Go back about 10 seconds.
That was one of the times we ran them like
Oh yeah, poor John.
9 to 12 times, you know. And so I think we had, like, I think this song was one that we kind of took. We would listen to all 9. We'd be like, all right, I like take 3 on this intro section.
Yeah.
And then I like take 5 on this, you know. So that
Right.
fill was like, we definitely did that.
Yeah, we drilled him a
But-
lot. Poor John Pizzoni.
I'd like to hear, let's hear that fill again. That was interesting.
Waiting for someone to take it home.
It's just like a little bit awkward. It's like
yeah.
a little bit, you know.
He's got like a Ringo touch.
Yeah.
I've said that before, but not on camera. Yeah, just like a sort of.
I mean, he's got a magic there, I
Yeah, he
think.
does.
It's hard to explain.
Never thought that I would have to say
It's just a really hard groove to get, you know.
Yeah.
anyone.
Is he on all the 6/8 songs or the 3/4 songs?
Well, no, I think Joe's on some of them.
Waiting
But I can't tell you which ones.
Maybe Snow. I don't know.
Yeah.
take it home. Say,
All right.
say
Pause.
what you
All right, let's run it back. This part didn't work for me until we were like doing. I think it must have been your idea. Had like an organ on it, and then I didn't like it. It wasn't right until like I think a friend of yours was like, try a ghost note, and then I never had like the courage to use ghost notes because like I think you had drilled it out of me like because I was trying to get better at rhythm. I wasn't very good at like keeping. I rushed, and I still rush to this day, but not nearly as bad. And I remember this was like me like finding the courage to not be exactly on beat again. Was where this the organ comes in. It's like a I'll point it out.
Oh,
So the
okay.
beginning of this bridge, and I remember like the little thing, being a little bit off time, was like was such an impactful moment for me of like, wow, music is whatever you want it to be. You can be a little bit off beat, and it
Yeah.
can be the right choice. Actually, it doesn't have to all be quantized.
Well, at the time, like I was over quantizing.
Well, I mean,
You know, at like some of this you
here
could
and
say.
there maybe, but like this anyway. That was, I think that might have been true.
So I think that's probably why it stands out as much, is
Yeah.
because even like some of the piano parts, I would just
Right. Yeah.
100%. So like the pianos would all, like if you're doing all these notes, they would all come in at the exact same time.
It's hard to not, especially when you're seeing a grid.
Waiting for someone to take it home safe.
It's buried. It's a little bit subdued. But yeah. There's that little organ there.
Yeah, I like that.
It was like a real moment of like, this is going to be a good album, I think.
By the time, I feel like we were starting to kind of feel it once we got to this one.
Yeah, this was one, like, even that bridge, there's like some chromaticism, like it's like F to E major to, there's some like little weird choices that we made. And I think that was the only example where we were both like learning, I think also about like music fundamentals. Like neither of us is like very educated in music theory or anything. And this one was like definitely like us trusting our gut more than we had the whole album. I think we finally had built up the confidence through the process of making the rest of the album that we trusted that even though the scale pattern of this song didn't make sense to us, we just kind of knew it was right based on
I don't think we
feeling.
necessarily could identify that it was Mixolydian at the time.
I'm still not 100% sure I'm right about that. I think I'm right.
Oh, I mean, I have it. Yeah, I don't. I had a little bit of music theory background, but I mean, yeah, at the time, maybe we didn't know whether it was but it works. I mean, whatever we were doing. I mean, we spent a lot of time on every. It wasn't like. There was no rushing involved. If anything, it was the opposite.
Yes, it was a long process. All these guys these days that I work with, they were like, what if we did the song in 8 hours and then it was done and we exported it to master? That's what the people want me to do these days. But sometimes, it just takes a little bit of TLC.
I feel like I'm just much better at like the
USD.
I'm like the long, The long guy. The long game guy.
The long game guy.
Long game, yeah.
Let's play the next song. Mr. Loverman is the next song. What to say about this one? It's a song that started it all. Gosh. What?
Man, I feel like I have stories about this song that I don't want to tell.
Well, we can always cut it.
No. Yeah, I feel like when I first showed this to some random people, I won't say who it was, but they'd be like, I think this is a gay song. And I'd be like, okay, like what is that?
In Missouri at the time.
It was,
What year was it? Like, it was 2014.
It was.
I think, was gay marriage still illegal?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I remember, it was like just how people would focus on that. I was just like,
right. Well, that was kind of,
I mean, I guess it is within that.
Well, people might be surprised to hear I did not set out to write a boy loves a boy and misses their boyfriend song. It was, I remember I was drunk when I came up with the song, the chorus. I was in England I was studying abroad, and I had a 30-minute walk from I was staying with this old couple at a homestay, and I would walk to my friend Ethan's apartment, and it was a 30-minute walk. And I remember just like being drunk and like just all of a sudden like the melody came to me like dum dum deem dum deem dum and dum dum deem dum deem dum, and then like the little the kind of the I'm Mr. Loverman, la 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 la, and I miss my Loverman, la ba ba ba. Like the little I thought that was cheeky, like it was like edging almost. It was like on the edge of being intentionally like homoerotic. And I found that to be punk because like you're saying, I lived in a pretty homophobic area.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
we for sure
I grew
did.
up in that environment.
Yeah. And so it felt like punk to be to not care about that. And the song for me was more just like kind of like a series of like little images that came to me, and then it became about like, my dad was bi, and then like was never really at peace with it, and like it was like a story in our family, like, is Rick gay or is he bi? I think he had a secret relationship. I think he hooked up with a guy recently. Like there would be like these little whispers of things like that my dad was up to, but then he passed away before he was ever out or anything.
That was the story I remember.
Yeah,
so
and
it
that was really
song.
what the song became about. But at first, I just had the chorus. And then, of course, it's been completely flattened to like, it's about a boy missing a boy. And like, I'm totally happy with that interpretation. It's right there. But I'll never not be surprised by how many people don't know that there's a comma in the chorus on purpose. And listen, hear you me. I know online you're going to see lyrics that are saying like, it's Loverman as one word both times. I don't care. They're wrong. You have no idea. These
Lover,
companies,
man.
Lover, man.
Okay, yeah.
It's both in the chorus. It's supposed to be, I'm Mr. Loverman. We'll put this on text on screen. I'm Mr. Loverman, and I miss my lover, man.
I think it works both ways.
And I'm Mr. Loverman, and I miss my lover. And then in the second chorus, and maybe the last one, then it's no comma. Okay. And the point of that is the duality of being secretly bi and not having the confidence to admit it because you grew up in a homophobic society. And so it's a progression throughout the song, but nobody cares about reading anymore. They want the simple things. They wanted everything
heads.
on a platter given to them. Anyway. What else?
Yeah. I think this song, to me, I just feel like this song, like, kind of just spoke to people in a way that, I don't know. I just think it just kind of hit at the right place at the right time. And I think, I think it's awesome. I'm.
It's not for me, but thank you.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I just think that the song, it's just kind of magical. I feel like how it just kind of blew up and became a thing. I personally, you wrote the lyrics, so you're more attached to like the actual meaning, but like, I think it's the fact that people kind of like,
I think it's beautiful
to have their own meaning,
And I never want to get in the way of that. It was a definite like exercise when the song blew up, an exercise for me in like letting go of, the whole principle that like once you're done with the song and you release it, that it's no longer yours. Mm-hmm. That principle that like art is for everyone once it's gone, and then it'll go where it goes and you really can't stop it. That was definitely like a lesson for me in that. I'm also proud of us for like sticking to our guns with like sort of like openly gender fluid lyrics. That were, didn't feel ahead of their time at the time, felt like just kind of normal, but like, I feel, and I think that Loverman is kind of, it's not directly like gender fluid or anything, but like, it's definitely like not afraid to kind of like freely flow through, I guess, different, sexual or gender identities. And I'm really proud that people have taken to that and that it resonated with people, that's coming from a place that was really hard to, to be anything but a big, burly, strong boy who's straight as hell. It came from a place of, where that wasn't necessarily accepted in Missouri, especially in the rural county.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah.
Well, what?
Oh, I'm just, I was just going back to like just how it was kind of shocking for people to hear.
I remember you telling me that when we were recording it, like my friend was like, doesn't he know that sounds gay?
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like,
that's the
like
point.
It was like, it was the whole point. And, I don't remember exactly who it was. I remember it was maybe like, a couple of people or something.
That hyped me up. I was like, oh, good.
Yeah.
They noticed.
Oh, yeah.
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 All right. Without further ado, Mr. Loverman, which is the correct pronunciation. Thank you.
Loverman. I feel like my manager always says Loverman, and I'm like, he does it just to mess with me.
Oh, this was the first lyric I thought of, by the way. Go back. Pause. The first lyric, it came to me fully formed, and I said earlier I was walking through the streets of Canterbury, England, just so drunk, legally at age 18, and I remember like I thought immediately of a music video. I was like, what if, I think I just seen like an Alt-J video where like it's all like slow-mo and backwards or something. And I was like, whoa, it'd be cool to like have the beginning of a video be like just somebody falling forward anime style and like smashing against the ground. And like, then the opening lyric to the song became that like, I'm headed straight for the floor, was just like me trying to kind of talk about like somebody in like a drunken haze. And you know what, in a lot of ways, guys, it's a classic country song structure. It's about being drunk, losing the love of your life, and just meandering through that solemn haze, you know. So it's a country song. Without further ado, Mr. Loverman.
Can I say one thing about the intro?
Sure.
I feel like I'm going to ruin it if
Go
I
ahead.
say it. It bothers me every time. I did not know how to do auto tune, and you can hear one little like flub in the intro vocal that bothers me every time I hear it.
Okay, tell.
I'm headed
Headed. I'm headed. Yeah.
I thought that was just vibrato.
Oh, it drives me nuts.
Headed.
Well, maybe it
That's funny.
is. I feel like it was like,
I can hear it now that you mention it.
yeah. Sorry.
Was it the
Maybe I
wrong-
ruined it.
No, you didn't at all. Play that again real quick. One last time. So this is the mistake that we left in a platinum song that nobody noticed.
I'm headed straight for
Yeah, undid.
No, I hear it.
Yeah, now I don't know. Justin did a little bit of tuning here and there.
You might
Like,
have fixed it. I don't think it's the wrong note.
no, it's just like a flub. Like, it's like something that like I wouldn't have done in 2025, you know. But you know, it is what it is.
Yep.
I love these bells that we put in here.
There is so much happening in this chorus. It's crazy.
Really?
There's so many melodies that are just stepping on each other over and over again, and
Interesting.
somehow it didn't matter.
Huh.
There's like a melodic in there nobody ever hears.
Mr. Loverman. And
Really? That's in there?
Yep.
Huh.
Shout out to Luke Lanzon in the backing vocals there. Shout out to John Pizzoni on drums again. This is the part.
That oh part was cool. I like that.
I can't hear this part of the song without hearing anime voices anymore.
Oh yeah. I love that stuff.
We like it. We're in
I love
support
it.
of the memes, guys. Thank you for the memes. Thanks for coming to the shows and screaming at this part of the song. Oh, play it back real quick. You can immediately tell at my shows who's a real fan and who's not by the reaction they have to the crowd in this next moment. And the real day ones will know what I'm talking about. Play the song from wherever you want, man. Just go about 20 seconds back. There we go. Perfect. This is the part of it that went viral, this next bit. The ways in which you talk to me. Some people say something there.
I've seen those.
Jotaro or whatever.
Yeah.
Some random anime character. And then people will they'll scream it.
Yeah.
And then I can tell who's not a real fan because they'll go.
I've seen that.
They'll be
Yeah, that's
confused.
hilarious.
I never get this note live. The one that's coming up, this high one. I've gotten it a couple times, but I remember every time I've gotten it. That's how few times I get
Yeah,
it.
I feel like when we recorded this, I was like, Ricky's got a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, he's got a higher range than I do. I couldn't at the time. I might be able to hit it now, but
We'll
at
try.
the time, I could not.
We'll try on the way home.
Yeah, on the right. I feel like
Yeah, the drumming is like, you'd never expect that it would work. It's so loose and busy.
it's
and
just
like
so
flammy.
yeah. It's kind of the same with what's the other one that he did that we just listened to? Venice, where it's like that snare is like it takes forever to get there.
Here, let's go back and let's just listen back to these drums real quick. I just need to like stop and go through the songs more now, because I forgot to for the first like 7 songs of this thing. I just
That's
forgot
all right.
we said we would do that. So listen to these drums. Listen to how unconventional these drums are. It'll get there. Not as much in the chorus.
Well, even like the kick drum pattern is kind of unconventional. Yeah.
Here it comes. This part really is where he kind of goes wild. Just that kick pattern is so unique.
This is another one that we put together from a ton of takes.
Oh yeah. Not a single,
But even
no
like
video,
that fell.
just got big on its own. There we go.
This part went viral, didn't it?
Yeah, actually, you're right. This was the first part that went viral.
Yeah.
I was very proud of that.
That little thing. Yeah, that was you.
That was an accordion. Yeah, I remember recording it and writing it. It was an accordion VST.
Yeah, it was a VST. Yeah.
Yep.
I had like a little crappy VST controller.
And if you go back, thank you. Sorry, Hunter. If you listen to the accordion, the part that's going wee 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 wee, you can hear that, like, I think the octave resets or something in the middle of it. Like, either I think it was because of like I was using like a pitch bender or something on it, but like if you listen to it, you can hear that something is like wrong in it, or like it's like it goes to like the wrong octave range or so. Just play it, you'll hear what I'm talking about. It's when it like changes chord.
There's a lot of like backup vocals in here I forgot
There's
about.
so many, dude.
Mr. Loverman, I'm Mr. Loverman, and I miss my Loverman.
I did an acoustic version of this song, acoustic.
Yeah.
It took us like fucking 3 hours to do these vocals. I kept discovering new things we tracked.
Yeah.
We went pretty crazy on that ending.
Yeah, I mean, we just had so much time. We really took the approach of like, it's not done until it's done.
Yeah.
Until it like, and we did that with every song. I remember.
We did.
But it took us a year.
Yeah.
Like almost, or maybe even over a year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't like we were working on it every day.
No, we would change it up. But next up is Get Used to It. This is this was on the original EP that this album was based off of, and then I did a Kickstarter to fund the rest of it. Get Used to It was this was a lot of fun. This song, this was one I remember you did not like my original chorus.
Baby, get used to it. Keep it beating, keep it simple. I can't admit to it. I'm inclined to bite the bullet all in my own parade. I'll sing this old deadbeat anthem all in my own, all in my own.
And then I sat and I just rewrote it in the room. And it's the only time I've ever done this. And it was way better. And we were both like, sure, that's it.
I don't remember that.
People get mad at me for the ending of this song all the time. And you'll see why in a moment. Get used to it. Let her rip. I forget the lyrics in this verse almost every single show.
Man, I remember we recorded these guitars in my parents' basement bathroom. And it had this like little, like this horrible ring to it. Like there was, you know, I thought like, oh, it's the bathroom so I can close the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just sounded like it was horrible.
I couldn't get, and I don't think either of us could get the rhythm.
I think did we fake that or something?
We faked all of it. There's one guitar going dun 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 da, 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 da. Not just the bass, but like there's a guitar doing that too.
Yeah.
The drone on the open strings. I think it's like literally every note is just its own take.
Yeah,
Bing,
that makes
bing,
sense.
Bing, bing.
Sometimes I do stuff like that. Oh, I forgot about this chorus. I like this chorus.
Yeah, we were on one here. I liked the synth in this one a lot. We structured these vocals well. We did that well.
Yeah. There's a lot of vocal production in this whole album.
That's one of, I think, its signatures.
It's very bass. Like the bass is like I guess I didn't even realize, you know. I didn't realize, like I don't play like, I feel like I don't play like that anymore. Like I'm so much more like bass is the background instrument, you know.
Right. But it was right for this.
Yeah, I mean, somehow it worked. Maybe I should do this more. Like,
yeah. You should do it more. Yeah, exactly
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I love that said that.
Yeah, listen to these. Go back for a second, and I'm going to not talk over it. So much is happening in this chorus vocally. There's so many little say, ooh,
yeah,
ooh. Like there's so many layers of just us hitting like different beats.
I was like, what? Yeah, go ahead.
But that's all I was going to say. What were you going to say?
Oh, I just feel like we would just like, it must be raining. Yeah, I just remember we would just sit there and just be like, what if it did this? You know, and like the callbacks and like.
Yeah. This was the first song that I remember like getting experimental with in general in my life as a person making songs.
This was like one of the first three, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was one, I remember like California, I was like, okay, that's like a good song. It's a solid song. Last Night's like rocky and then Get Used to It was like, whoa, we're making cool, like unique songs with like interesting structures. So yeah, play that chorus. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, it's the last one that has even more than this. I forgot this was in the last chorus.
I think it was like, and I remember saying this at the time, like, we don't want it to be boring ever.
Yeah.
We want every single part, like it's ADD.
Ooh.
I like that part.
I don't think I've ever done this outro good live in my life.
I like this outro.
I like the outro a lot too. I can never remember how the guitars are structured. And I always feel awkward up there in this part because I'm like not playing anything usually.
Oh yeah.
And then like it's all about this fade out. And so when we're doing it live, there's no fade out.
Oh, does this fade out?
Like, yeah, here. People get mad at me still for this outro. They're like, did you do that on purpose? Did you have that at the very end, those vocals happen again? Or was that a mistake? And I go, no, that was on purpose.
Yeah, we did this.
This next part. So they expect the song, I guess, to end here.
Get used to it. Get used to it.
I love that.
Get used to it. Get used to it.
Yeah, they get mad at me for that. They're
Really?
Like, this should have ended
I love
earlier.
that. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe I would have cut that in 2025, but
Nope. And now we come to the final song, and actually the oldest song on the record. I wrote this song, at least partly. I think the bridge I wrote more recently, but the rest of it, I used to play this song in high school, and I hated the song kind of. I would disparage myself because it was too poppy, and I was into like metal and stuff at the time. And I remember that I had this song, and I think I brought it to you, John, because I thought, oh, well, I'm making a sort of a poppier album, and I want a song that has like a sort of a chorus that's structured to be a chorus. I think it was inspired by like pop punk bands like All Time Low and shit at the time.
Interesting.
But yeah, and then obviously like the production is not like that at all. I think that the production saved my experience of this song.
I mean, well, yeah, because I remember, and I said this earlier, but like we did not really think this. I mean, I feel like this was like on the chopping block for a while. Like I thought you were gonna cut this song.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, we got the backup vocals, and it was like, oh, this is.
Yeah, the backing vocals definitely made it.
And there's one part at the end is literally one of my favorite. I mean, this is one of my favorite songs on this album.
It's really grown on me too. And I'm happy that we kept it. Yeah. Snow. Here we go. It's a fun one to play live. This part always there's like a lot of crowd reaction when the intro comes on and stuff. There's one thing I hate in this song. I changed one lyric, and I'm going to show you what it is. It's the word evergreen. I used to say 17, and I was like, why am I talking about being a teenager? I'm an adult now. Double to me evergreen. It used to be, to me 17 wasn't such a bad dream. That's a better lyric. I should have kept it.
Yeah.
Play it again. Imagine, you the listener, imagine if it said here, to me 17 wasn't such a bad dream.
I agree. That's a better lyric.
Would have been better.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I take ownership over that. And I do it live sometimes, and nobody cares. Nobody knows because they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know the context. And now they do. And you can, and from the front row, from now on, I expect people to go, to me 17. I will dab up.
I mean, you were pretty young, I feel like, when we did this.
I think that's why I didn't want to say 17, because I was like, I'm older now.
You were like, dude, I'm like 19.
Yeah, I'm not a teenager no more. I'm a full-grown man. I thought that was true when I was 20, but then I realized that when you're 20, you're basically still a baby, which is just objectively true. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know anything when I was 20. I still don't know anything.
Not really. Yeah, play it back and then imagine the lyric.
Not so predictable. To me, evergreen wasn't such.
I think I said evergreen. Pause it for a sec. I think I said evergreen because I moved to a house. Hunter will remember this. We moved to a house in the woods, and there were like a lot of evergreens around. Bullshit. Stupid.
Yeah.
It rhymed, kind of. It was a forced lyric, and I regret it every day of my damn life.
Maybe it would have been a bigger
Maybe
song.
it would have been a bigger song if I had fixed that one problem. I never thought about that.
I think it did okay. I think it's
Well,
fine.
it might have pushed me over the edge. I could have kept my deal at Warner. Let's play the song.
When sometimes things aren't as plain as they seem, darling. When I go
Backup vocals here.
bury me 6 feet in snow.
And I was like, oh, shit.
This was one I remember. John is an interesting harmony writer. He will sit and, to a lesser man, and even to me sometimes, it can be grueling. You sit there, and it's a good thing. I'm not knocking it, but John will sit there and he will physically write out every single note in every single part of the song and figure out which interval the lyrics are doing. And I will say, I don't have this experience with other producers, and I wish that I did, because it's never an intuitive harmony. Like a lot of the songs on this record to have like maybe unintuitive harmonies, especially this song, I think. I'll stop talking over the song in a second. And I think that's because of his approach to, you really get in there. So pause it for a second, because there's a lot to go with. It's the last song we go into. Why don't you speak to your harmoni writing process?
Well, so I'll give another producer a shout out. So this guy, Mark McCluskey, when I was I was in a band or whatever, and I remember, and he wrote harmonies. And I went there, and I had a guitarist there, and the guitarist had written all the harmonies, and so he went in there to record vocals, and I just remember him going, "Oh, these are all wrong. These are all wrong. I got to rewrite them all." And I was like, "Wrong? What do you mean?" And I saw how he did it, and he he had the chord. I was like, "What chord are you playing?" And then he was like, "How does it work in the chord?" And he did all the, he did exactly what I do now. And I just remember it was like a light bulb moment,
Right. Well, I remember that what I took from that process was like thinking about, and this is obvious once you know it, but I wasn't thinking about it this way because I didn't know a lot of theory. I wasn't thinking about my harmonies in the context of the key of the song and the scale of the key. And it helped me kind of hone in on, the relationship to, the key center, the tonic, and where the harmony sat. So it was an important lesson. And it really helped this song become even remotely good. So whenever our camera boy's at the thing, we can play that again.
I feel like this is one that like I still makes the hairs on the back of my head
Oh, that's nice.
rise.
Yeah.
I think this is another Pisoni song. I feel bad we haven't talked about how great Joe Meyer is, because he is great. But these
we'll talk about Joe in a second. This is my favorite part of the song right here. There's these little moments of like the piano there kind of like keeping the rhythm going. That was hard to get. That little ding, ding. Like, it's hard to make piano, like it's not as sensitive to touch as like other instruments.
Like we had it ringing, like almost like we had the pedal on. I really like some of these guitars, these octave guitars we were doing. This one was grueling. I remember to get through.
Yeah, we had to do a lot of different approaches to each section, but let's listen to these harmonies. Well, this part here. I wrote this. This was the last part of the song to come. The song existed for like 5 years before this part was written. And I still can't sing this next harmony. That like screamed bit there.
Yeah.
Scrummed. Go back to that chorus real quick. I'm bringing everyone home.
Yeah. You can't sing that now?
Well, I can, I guess. And now that I'm thinking about it, actually, it's not true. But I remember it was really hard to get that particular vocal.
All your strength, I'm bringing everyone home.
And then what did we do for the?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What did we do that?
That was literally, I think, the last thing that we did on the entire album.
Was it really?
You came over and we were like, "All right, this one section, we don't know what to do."
Right, the bridge. Was probably the last thing we did.
I think we just spent like, I don't remember how long we spent on it, but we tried a few things and it ended up just being whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, that works. And I think you like left that day. I think like literally you came that day, and we just did that. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I don't remember.
I feel like that was the last thing we did.
It might have been like a finishing day.
Yeah.
What is it? Do you remember what we did? It's something backwards, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like I think he just went like, oh, or something like that. And then I like reversed it and then put like a
It worked.
Some
It's effective,
stupid
yeah.
effect or something. I mean, you know, it's a lot of those things where it's like, I'm just going to throw a bunch of crap on it. And
Yeah. Yeah, it worked out.
yeah, that was a Steven Hagler thing. He just goes, if it doesn't work, just fuck it up a little bit.
Yeah. Shout out to Steven
Yeah.
Hagler. Kind of an important figure. He doesn't know it for this album. Look him up. I hope he's done nothing bad because I don't know. Okay, let's finish the song.
Lose ourselves. Take my mind, take my body.
It took me so long to figure this part out.
Others' conscience.
I love these lyrics.
Thank you.
Lend me all your strength. I'm bringing everyone home. Here we are.
Oh, you had the epic drums on this bit here. Like you got like the movie drums. Like,
Oh, yeah. That was that same pack that I bought.
Yeah. That like helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because we wanted like a big epic ending for the album, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these harmonies, really, I mean, without the harmonies, this song just wasn't working.
Yeah.
But like with the harmonies, I'm like, oh, it's my favorite part.
This came together well.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like this song was about your dad.
I think in certain ways. It's kind of like about everything on the album at once.
Yeah. And I just hear Dada, you know. I don't know. I mean,
not on purpose.
I
That's
feel
funny.
like that's
so
to me.
funny.
Like that's to me what I hear when I hear this. Yeah.
Dad. That's not on purpose. That's so funny though.
You killed it for me. I feel
Oh
like
my
no.
God. I love that.
I
but
mean, I think
no.
it's great. It was like
It was just like
I mean, was
the
it-
noise.
oh, okay.
Da-da,
Yeah.
da-da.
Yeah.
I think it was like a purposefully nonsensical thing because it's the end of the record, and I think I was like throw caution to the wind. And it's just scatting, baby. Just
Yeah.
jazz for the end. But I love that, and that's now that is canon for the album.
I mean,
I'm
I've
saying
always thought
Dada.
that, and I feel like that, like to me, like made it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's what. Yeah, I thought it was. I was
well,
like,
it is now.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was like subconscious. You know.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe.
No, it was. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we did it. We did the first album commentary ever. What do you think about the album now that we've gone through it? Any closing thoughts?
I mean, you know, I remember at the time I did another album for myself at the same time, and I did this album, and I remember Justin being like, man,
Justin Peacock, the
Mhm.
mixer.
I remember him getting the whole thing and all the files and everything. He goes, man, this album is just something else. And I remember thinking, yeah, we were really proud. We were proud of it.
Yeah.
Now I feel like there was like a slight moment where we like tried to shop it or something.
We did try to shop it, and nobody gave a fuck about
like
this album.
literally, like nobody bit.
Nobody
Everybody was like-
responded to our emails.
Yeah.
I had no manager. I had no idea of how to do anything.
we had one response.
We had one response, and I sent them the most petty email when I got signed.
Yeah.
And they did not respond, which was the correct thing to do.
Yeah.
What did they say?
They
It
said it was.
we wanted a publicist, and there was,
We
that
wanted
was
a
a
publicist.
publicist that
Yeah.
said this to us.
and they said it was a little bit too 2003 for their taste.
Yeah, and in
Which-
2003, I was like fucking 9 or something or 10.
Yeah.
I had no idea what that meant.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, sure. I mean, like our influences were maybe, I mean, you have influences that are like
Yeah.
back, I mean, but I think it goes back to like, we weren't aiming for anything. It was just like,
Right.
we were somehow like behind. We were so behind that we were almost like ahead of the new wave.
We were ahead of our time. We were,
Yeah.
what's the word? I don't know how to ever pronounce this word. Is it prescient or prescient? Prescient?
Prescient?
Prescient?
I think.
Prescient?
Prescient?
We were
Prescient.
4 years ahead of our time, as a matter of fact. What an important album for me. One of two that I have, and indisputably the most successful thing that I've ever done. And I'm nothing but proud of it. Hunter, do you have any thoughts? What do you remember, man? You were in the house.
I would have been like probably 11 or 12.
That's right. Do you have any memories associated with it?
Yeah, I have this one memory coming back from fishing.
Put up a photo of Hunter and post. Put just a photo of Hunter, because we don't have him. We have him. I'm looking at him, but he's not. There's not a camera on him, so we're just gonna have a photo of Hunter as he talks anytime he's on. Well, do you remember anything from the production of the album at all, other than the music video shoot?
I mean, I thought it was really cool what y'all were doing.
There we go.
I was pretty young, so
For sure.
to be fair, I don't remember a ton, but
Yeah.
I always, I do remember sitting with you in the basement while you were, sketching in your notebook, your lyrics and kind of playing your acoustic. And I just kind of liked hanging out with you while you were doing it.
There we go. Fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and that's where I met you. I guess that same basement.
yeah.
But-
My mom just sold that house.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
That's right.
You had
Lake
dogs
Chesterfield.
there, right?
Yeah.
I took a real risk going over
You
there
did.
that day.
John is very allergic to, well, a lot of things, but in particular dogs.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, that's right. John, in a way, took I
Yeah.
don't want to say a bullet, but he
Lots of
took
Benadryl.
He took a lot of Benadryl because he was taking an allergy risk. He was walking into a room of histamines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Montgomery Ricky, 10 years. We'll do it again in 10 more years. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe this is all you're going to get.
Cheers.
Cheers to 10 more years.
Oh, yeah.
Of music. And this is an empty cup. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
And enjoy anything else I happen to put out around the same time. And I'll put it on screen now. I really hope you like this. I worked really hard on it, and so did John, unless he didn't work on it. I think he did. And if he did, I know he worked hard on it. And if he didn't work hard on it, well, I couldn't have done it without him in a roundabout way. This is Ricky Montgomery and Jon Heisserer signing off.
Goodbye.
Keep the credits rolling.
See you guys.
Goodbye. Make sure to
Like and subscribe.
Follow me on Instagram.
Should I say my
Yeah, say your handles.
Jon Heisserer, Heisserer, Jon, and then
That's
Hello
in front.
Ground.
So
Hello
it's
Ground.
Jon Heisserer.
That's my other thing. Hello Ground band. Is
Hello
my
Ground
band,
music.
like my music.
He has so many Instagram accounts, he refuses to just focus on one. But he did get verified recently, and I was happy to see that.
Yeah. And
There's not a lot of people working on this. The credits are going to be like 3 people long.
I was going to say.
All right. I think that's the end.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.